Hello and welcome to today's video where we are looking at hoovering. In my last video I talked about discard and the discard phase, so I'll pop a link down below if you haven't seen that, and hoovering is basically what can come after that. If you'd like to make sure that you get notified of all the videos I put out that could be helpful to you, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and feel free to share your comments below so that we can support each other as a community. I have one more thing for you before we dive into our topic today, and that is to offer you a free ebook version of my latest book, A to Z of Narcissism, and I'll pop the link in the description below so you can bag your very own copy of that, which has definitions of all the key terms associated with toxic relationships. It can be really challenging to leave a toxic relationship, and we may find ourselves in these vicious cycles and circles. One of the reasons for this is the practice of hoovering on the part of the toxic person or the narcissist. So let's have a look at exactly what hoovering is. The term hoovering is fairly obvious, and just as we use a vacuum cleaner or a hoover to suck up bits of dust and dirt, the narcissist will employ hoovering tactics in order to lure their victim back into the relationship, particularly after a phase of discard. And fundamentally, it is another way of them displaying their control. So let's break it down and see what hoovering can actually look like. One of the very common hoovering tactics is apologizing, and it may be done in a very extravagant way. You may be bombarded with gifts, with notes, with messages, with flowers, and the apologies may be multiple. They may really be quite over the top and dramatic, even for somebody who has not apologized during the course of the relationship for things that they did wrong and things that they did to upset you as you went through the relationship. So these apologies can really make you turn around in your thoughts about the narcissist and make you believe and want to believe that they can actually change. In actual fact, it is unlikely that the apologies will be sincere, and they will literally be a ploy to get you back under the control of the narcissist so that they can then begin again their cycle of abuse. There can also be very extravagant displays of affection without apologies in order to lure you back, and this could entail showering you with gifts, taking you on a trip away, or promising these things, at least, again, enough for you to think, oh, maybe they have really changed. Maybe this is going to be different this time. But of course, once you are sucked back in, then the cycles will begin again. The narcissist may actually promise to change. They may appear to be remorseful and determined to change. They may promise to attend therapy, whether it's individual therapy or couples therapy. The chances are they won't see that through, or if they do begin any therapy process, that they won't stick at it. But you will want to believe in them. You will want to believe that they want to change. In most cases, though, this is not a real desire for change. It is another tactic. There can be more manipulative techniques. So one very common approach would be to invent a crisis. So They will phone you or message you and tell you that they are at the emergency room, or that something terrible has happened to them or one of the children, or somebody that you both have a connection with and need you to go and provide support. And you will be made to feel guilty if you don't run and provide the support and the attention that is needed. But again, you will most likely find that the situation has been exaggerated or totally fabricated, and you have just been sucked in this way. Another common way of guilt tripping you would be to say things like, "You're abandoning me, you're turning away from me when I need you most," and they may exaggerate things that they have coming up, maybe a job interview, maybe a hospital appointment, and say, "How could you possibly do this? I need you, you need to support me, you owe this to me," and generally make you feel that it is your responsibility to resume the relationship or to resume the support that you're providing them. Even more negative actions are the possibility of the narcissist either threatening or actually spreading rumours, spreading vicious, untrue rumours about you, or making threats of what they will do to themselves or to somebody else if you don't go back to them. So you may be afraid of not returning to the relationship and be manipulated in this way through fear tactics. All in all, hoovering can be literally anything that will make you feel that you are responsible for going back to the relationship and giving it another chance. They will stop at nothing to get this supply from you if they haven't been able to get a new form of supply, or maybe they did discard you, get a new supply, and for whatever reason that relationship has broken down, so they will come back to you. It's all about their need for control and their need to have the supply of attention, of adoration, of you by their side when they want you. I always believe that information is power, and if you understand and recognize these tactics, then hopefully you are going to be able to guard against them, and it will require you creating and reinforcing boundaries between you and the narcissist or the toxic person in your life. I'd love you to share your comments and your experiences, and until next time, I wish you the very best of luck and look forward to seeing you soon.